Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Khadirah Muhammad. If you're not familiar with who I am a owner of Omnipotent Marketing, a marketing agency located in Michigan. And I mainly am going to make this channel to be about something that most people don't like to talk about, but we're going to talk about it on this channel, and that's really optimizing systems, operations, and automation. All about automation. We're here to make automation awesome, okay? The goal of this channel, and this is really just an intro into myself and into the channel and into the content that's to come. The goal of this channel is really to help these solo entrepreneurs who have only really hired themselves and maybe their partner, their spouse, these people who don't have a huge team behind them, maybe they don't have a huge amount of funding, and they're trying to figure out how to create a business that can still operate like a business in the sense that it doesn't always need them. Okay, these are solo entrepreneurs who provide professional services like consulting or other types of services that are even largely online and digital based. And my goal is to help you be able to give your services and then optimize your way of your operations. Really, it's just optimizing your operations so that way they work for you instead of you working like 60 hours a week for your business, right? And so this channel is really going to be about systems, processes, automation, marketing technology, the whole 9 yards. We're going to be talking about, and I'm actually going to be showing you how to create and how to automate the simplest of tasks and how to do it in a way that it doesn't stress you out. Because I know a lot of people get a headache when they think about systems, they think about technology, they're like, do I need this software? Do I need that? My goal is to help you make the biggest improvements with the least amount of tech, the least amount of headaches. So that's the goal for this channel and the content that comes out. I want to be able to offer you all different, just small little ways to improve and optimize what you're doing. Because that's all that I do. That's all I do now in my agency. That's all I do now with my contractors. I want to be able to show you how you can be a single employer team, meaning like it's just you that you've hired, or maybe it's you and your spouse. My goal is to show you how to turn, even though a 1 or 2 employee company that is able to turn over $1 million to $2 million a year, like the 0.15% of companies in the United States is actually able to do. 0.15% of single or no employee businesses actually make between $1 million and $2.5 million. I want to help you guys get to that point. Okay, very specific. That's my goal. I want to help you get to that point and be able to still run your company, not have any employees, but you still have a team. Because just because you don't have employees doesn't mean you don't have a team. That just means that your team looks a little bit different. One of the things, though, that I do want to discuss in this video is just like why systems and processes and operations are so important. And why you really have to focus on these things if you want to be able to scale the way that you do. If you want to be able to scale your company, and it's not even just about scaling, because not everybody's goal is to necessarily make hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Not everybody's goal is to necessarily get to $1 billion a year. When you get to hundreds of millions and multiple millions, you need employees. You're gonna need employees at that point. That's the people that I'm talking to right now. Maybe your goal isn't necessarily to get there, but maybe you want to get to a couple million. Maybe you want to get to a few 100,000, right? How you can get there and still not have technical employees, it's not impossible. It's not impossible at all. But what it does require, it requires a lot of processes and systems in place that allow somebody who is not you, who potentially is not even related to you and knows anything about your business, it needs to be so easy that they can follow it to a T, or at least 80% of the way. And a lot of the content that we're going to talk about on this channel is how you can start to develop those things now, especially before you need it, right? It's so funny because I talked to my friend the other day, and she has a couple of e-commerce stores she's doing very, very well in. I think she's probably on track to make something around, I don't know, $200,000, $300,000 a year. And it's just her right now, right? And what's funny is, she's in e-commerce. She's the only, employee technically, but she finally has had an introduction into help. virtual assistants, contractors, other people who can do the things that she just probably shouldn't be doing. And it took so long for her to get there and for her to kind of take the time to be able to develop the things that the content that the people who are going to come in to take over, they need to be able to look at that so they understand how she works, what she does, what the company doesn't do, what's not allowed, what is allowed, and then how to do a particular task that's important to the person who's getting hired for that task. You really have to be able to develop those things ahead of time before you ever introduce anybody else into the company. And being systems minded, being processes minded, really is going to be able to help you to be prepared. What does it say? When the student is ready, the teacher will come, right? There's people out there who can teach you how to do what you've been doing better. You can hire contractors and whole other teams. You can hire a whole other team to do what you're not necessarily the most proficient at. Or maybe it's just something you shouldn't be doing. But if you are not prepared, they're not going to come along. Or if they do come along, it's going to be a bad situation on both ends because you weren't prepared for them to come. The opportunity came, but you weren't ready to take it. And so my goal is to put you in a position that you can be prepared for new opportunities. And I don't even just mean people who can help you in your company. Have you ever run into, there's plenty of people who've probably run into situations where you had the opportunity for a big contract. Maybe you were bidding for a contract. You didn't even think you were going to get it. You got the contract or you got this deal and they're ready to go. They're ready to give you the money today, but you are not in a position to be able to receive it because you did not have the processes, the systems, the tech, the automation. You didn't have anything in line that could handle that big of a load. There are small businesses that just may be just like you, who have that issue of they scale too quickly. They weren't prepared. And we kind of live in this world where, in the entrepreneurship and business owner world, where, you got to take risks. Sometimes you just have to go out there and do it. But sometimes if you go out there and do it, it's going to come back and hit you harder. You understand? And it's going to hit you so much harder that you're not going to be able to handle it. And that can actually break your company. I've seen it happen before. It happened to me. So I know what that looks like. So that's the goal of this channel. Further content is going to dive a lot deeper into each of these kind of scenarios and different theories. And really, we're going to be practical and we're going to show you how to actually do this in real time. Right, actual examples of what I do or what I've done for clients, and we're gonna have a good time. So that's the goal of this channel. Again, my name is Khadirah Muhammad. If you want to learn more about me, you can go to Khadirah.com. It's gonna be linked down below. I am so excited to be able to teach you this and be able to show you how you can automate and be able to put your business, your solopreneur, consultancy, professional service type of company in a position to be able to scale and also put in a position where it can just run without you as much as possible. So that's the goal of the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and give this a like, a subscribe, comment below if you're excited about the new content. And if you have an idea of something like, hey, Khadirah, I don't know how to systematize this. How would you go about this? Go ahead and comment below. And if I see something that's really interesting, I'll actually make a video about it. So that'll be very helpful. All right, y'all. I'll see you next time. Thanks.